Working as a resident in emergencies and ICUs was a great learning experience. But I all in the beginning and in my initial days, it I often used to wonder what is it that we are trying to achieve. For example, if we get a patient in cardiac arrest in an emergency, we would be doing chest compressions and giving bag and mask ventilations, and to ensure what that air goes in and out and the blood keeps on flowing round and round. For example, this blood going into the right heart and then getting to the lungs, becoming oxygenated, coming back to the left heart through the aorta to all the body tissues, and this is what we are trying to achieve. And that and it was then it struck me that, you know, what is it that keeps us alive? And life is all about flow. This continuous flow is what keeps us alive. At every moment, this air going in and out and this unperturbed flow of blood is what keeps you alive. And in essence, any problem, in any disturbance in this flow will give rise to a disease state, and a cessation in this flow will lead to death. And that is why this is the understanding that I got, that flow is life, and we have to ensure that continuous flow happens to ensure that the person lives. And then, now if this person is sent to ICU, and where while working in ICU I used to wonder, while correcting all the electrolytes, measuring their fluid input output, that what is it that is happening here. So then it told me something, that in the journey of life to death, as the person ages, and so that brings him closer and closer to death, and life force on the other end is what keeps him alive. So in a state of balance, the person continues to live until he dies. But say when a person has been injured or has sustained an illness, so that pushes him further to the side of death. So in order to now uh, in order to correct it, while life force is essential, which would say if a person is younger, then and so the life force is greater in them as compared to someone who is above 90, where the life force decreases. So you say you identify somebody who has had severe infection, so what you're trying to do is corrective therapy and say giving antibiotics. So you are hoping that this person, with your corrective therapy and the life force, sus- overcomes the process of illness and aging, so that this person lives. But while this person is on the brink of life and death, is where the life support comes in. So you ensure that the balance, you are giving adequate support to the person, so ensuring that all the parameters in the bodies are balanced, and while giving corrective therapy to ensure and hope that this person comes back to the process of life. And this is what I learned in ICU about the process of balance. So the flow and the balance is what is critical for life, and this is what my learning in emergencies and ICUs taught me.